Hello friends, welcome. Now let's get started and work with the logic of our contact form. Okay, so first what we need for contact form, we need the row to send a contact mail. We need to create a mail. I'm going to create also a controller. We can do that with the welcome controller. So inside the app we have the welcome controller we can create here because we have only one controller, but I'm going to create a separate controller for the contact. And then I'm going to create also the request, the validator form, and the mail, as I said. So first, let's open the terminal and let's close this for now, the npm. And I'm going to say artisan make controller, and I'm going to name it contact controller. Also create the request, as I said. So make request contact request. What we need other, we need the mail, and if you go to the Laravel mail, we can create we can generate a mail, or we can generate also the markdown mail. Now what you want, markdown is also have the design, but I'm going just to generate simple one. So let's say PHP artisan make mail and the name. So let's copy that and paste it here, and I'm going to say contact mail. Okay, now let's run the npm run dev. Let's go first inside the routes and create the route. So if after this one, I'm going to say route, we need to say post here. And when we go to the contact, I want to use and I'm going to use the invoke method. So let's just add the contact controller here, class like this. Let's give it a name if we want. So contact, and let's save it. Close now the routes. Let's go inside the controller, contact controller, and create the invoke method here. So public function, and the name is going to be underscore underscore invoke. Okay, now what we need to do here, we need to add the request first. Let's add the contact request we created. So contact request $sign request, I'm going to say, and then we need to send the mail. To send the mail, we need to use the mail facade. So import the Illuminate support facades mail and say to, and I'm going to add my mail here just to have Laravel 2021 gmail.com. Okay, and then I'm going to say send. Where we want to send that, we want to send to the new and the contact mail we created. Okay, and here now we need to add the name. Oh, we need to refresh this. And why is that? Contact controller. Route post contact controller class. That's okay because we have the we need to save this invoke and refresh. And yeah, we need to close this and it's working. Now what we want to send the name, mail, and the message. The message is going to be body, so let's say the request name, the request email, and also the request body. Request body. And then we need to redirect back. So return, redirect back, and let's save. Now let's go to this contact request and add the validation. What we need first, we need to change that authorize to be true. Okay, so we allow the people, and then here we need to add the name, and for the name I'm going to add the required and maybe minimum of 3 characters. Then add the email, which is going to be required, and also it's going to be email, and the last one is going to be body. And let's add just required, and you can play with rules. So let's save. Now we are done with invoke controller. Let's close this. We created the route. Now let's go inside the mail here and contact mail. In the construct, we now with a new version of PHP, we just can directly add here the properties of public string $name, the same public string $email, and also the last one public string $body. Okay, now the name, email, and the body we can use in our mail, also in the mail blade. So here we say return this view and the view name. The view name is not exist, so we need to create inside the resources views. Let's create a new file here, a new folder, and I'm going to name emails, and here let's create the contact.blade.php, and I'm going to say just h1 contact from $name, like this. Let's save and let's close, and let's return this now. So inside the emails we have the contact blade that we want to return. But also I'm going to say here subject. I'm going to add the subject, and the subject is, I'm going to say a mail from portfolio. So we need to know from is coming, and also I'm going to add a reply to the email. So $this email, and let's save. Now this is the contact mail. The contact blade is okay for now, and let's work with the JS component frontend contact me here. Now we need to work with the setup. Okay. What we need to do first, we need to import the ref from view, and also we are going to use the use form. So let's import the ref from view, and why is not ref from view like this, and also import the use form from inertia. Okay, now let's create the constant for the form. So const is going to be form equal to the use form, and let's add the object with a name, by default empty, email by default empty, and the last one is going to be the body, by default empty. Then we are going to send that. So let's say after here, create a const submit, and I'm going to use the arrow function here and say form dot post, and where we want to post inside the row, and we give it the name of a contact. Okay. Now let's leave it like this for now. First, we need to go inside the form and add on a submit. We need to prevent. So let's say submit. We need to call the submit method, but just add dot prevent here like this. And also we need on the input to add the vmodel and form dot name. Also down there the vmodel form dot email, and the last one is the text area. So vmodel is going to be equal to form dot body. Okay. Now this if I go here from I make a form where I make a mistake somewhere. Okay, import the row not. Yeah, good. Now the input is not going to, we are not going to show the error. If form errors for the email, and here let's display that. So form dot errors dot email like this, and let's copy this and paste it here. Just change the b name here, and the last one is for the text area. Change the email to be body, and let's save. Now we don't see that. Good. Now I'm going to use mailtrap.io. So if I go, let's open my mailtrap.io here. Okay, so on the drop-down, select the Laravel and just copy this. Go inside the .env file. When we have the mail, replace all with that. We have copy from there, save and close. Now you can go and create your own, just don't copy mine. And let's see if I send the message, what is going to happen. So let's refresh just to have, I think we have run the npm. Yeah, good. Let's say test, add. test.com and just type something here, send, and the email is going to send. As you can see there, it's taking some time. We don't have the error. And if I come here, contact from test. Good. Now let's say, as you can see here, we have test also here. We send the email and we have all the data we had. So when we send, I want this the clear. So for that, let's go and let's close this. So when we send the form, we can add also options. So I'm going to say on success, I'm going to clear the form. And we have the form.reset method. This is going to reset the form. Now if I save this, and let's try one more time in our Brave browser, refresh. Let's say my name, click send. It's going to take some time. And now if I go down, yeah, the form is reset. But as you can see also, we go up here. I don't want to go up here. I want to stay on the contact. So for that also we can add another option here to say preserve scroll to be true. And if I save and try one more time, I'm going to say John. And say send. And yeah, the message is sent, and as you can see, we have clean form and we don't go up. So if I go here, yeah, here we have contact from Tony and contact from John. Okay. We are okay. Just one more thing. I want to display the message. So if we send a message, I want to display that. And we can say, for example, thank you for contacting me or so on. Okay, so let's go in the VS Code. And when we have a form after this one, I'm going to create a div and add a class with margin, the B2, padding, I'm going to add a 4, and I'm going to say BG light 500, tail 500 on the dark is going to be BG dark navy 100, and let's give it a text of a light secondary, I'm going to say, and also on the dark the text, let's give it the text the same. Okay, and I'm going to add rounded large. Now here I'm going to add thank you for contacting me. Now if I save and let's see, yeah, here's how it's going to look, and I'm okay with that. Just I want to show and hide that when we send the message. So what I'm going to do, let's go up here, and we have imported the ref from the view for this case. So before the form, I'm going to create a constant show message. So it's like const show message, and it's going to be by default false. So ref false. Okay, then when we want to show that, when we send a form, but also I want to close that for certain time, for example, for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, I'm going to hide. So what we can do, let's just create another method. Let's create a function here, and I'm going to say set show message, and here we are going to get the value, and we are going to change that based on the value. So I'm going to say show message dot value is going to be equal to the value. Okay, now here when we send a form, we can change that to be true, but instead of that, I'm going to create another method here. So let's say function, and I'm going to name it clean form. And here I'm going to say call the form reset form dot reset. Okay, and then I'm going to set the show message, call the set show message, and I'm going to say true. Then I'm going to, after 2 seconds, I'm going to hide that. So I'm going to call the set timeout. Okay, and I'm going to say set show message and add the false value there. And let's say for 2 seconds here. Now we need to call this inside here. So let's say clean form like this. If I save, and I think we added, yeah, we need to add here if the show message. And let's save and let's see what we have. We don't see that right now. Let's say John Doe johndoe.com and add the message send. Okay, thank you for contacting me, and it's going to hide. Everything is okay. I think we had too much time for this video, so the last thing, we need to make some final changes, and that's it about this project. So see you in the last video. All the best.